Hey guys, welcome back to Susan Shares. Well, I've been doing a lot of prep work for a seminar that I'm going to be leading this next week, and it's actually parenting adult children. I recognize that all the viewers are not parents of adult children, but as I was preparing, the content really does apply to everyone. There's a lot of control issues when you're dealing with such a content and parenting in general. So, and there's a lot of issues of forgiveness and enabling, or just so many different issues that relate to all of us. But it made me remember a phrase that bears repeating, and I hope that this will help all of us today. It's a phrase that my husband gave me, full of wisdom it is. And when we're talking about control in all of our lives, because we all struggle with control, male, female, adults, teenagers, we all have an issue with control because we see something that needs to be fixed in our lives. We see something that really we're struggling with, and we so desire to want to fix that, whether it's a relationship, a circumstance in our life. And Steve said to me one time, years and years ago, it is so important to, here's the phrase, hold all things loosely. That's the phrase I want you to remember and kind of really dwell upon. Am I holding all things loosely? Or am I holding something with a death grip? Or do I hold it, as I said, all things loosely? Because in that phrase, am I holding my money loosely? Am I holding my relationships loosely that I'm struggling with? Or am I giving them to God if I'm struggling with them? Or am I myself trying to fix them, holding them with a death grip? Because this is what happens when we're holding, whether it's concrete like money, if it's material things like money, or a circumstance in our life, or our house, or a material item, if we're holding that like a death grip, trying to hang on to it, then it becomes a total distraction away from God, away from God. That's a death grip, and that thing is a distraction away from God. We're not holding it loosely. If we're in a struggle in a relationship that I'm going to be talking about, parenting the adult child, if that becomes a distraction totally away from God, and we're not holding it loosely, we're not giving God any room to work in and through us in that relationship. We're not giving God room to work when we're not holding it loosely. Because God may use us, so it needs to be loosely. He may use us, but we're not asking Him to when we're holding it so tightly like a death grip. So hold all things loosely, whether it's circumstances, material things, relationships. Hold them loosely so God can work in and through you in a relationship, in and through the relationship that whatever you're struggling with or in, whatever circumstance, whatever material thing, because things are things, but we don't want them to be distractions away from God. So there's the phrase that's full of wisdom. And ask yourself, am I holding all things loosely today? I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.